Hey y'all, Pastor Chris here again. I got this question about how to be a light in a world that seems so dark, and so I wanted to address that. So, we have a Stephen Ministry group at our church. If you don't know what Stephen Ministry is, basically, it's a group that goes through some extensive training in order to provide spiritual care, emotional care for folks who are going through difficult times. And one of the things that we often say in Stephen Ministry is that one of the most powerful things that you can do for somebody is simply to show up. Never overlook the gift of just simply your presence. A lot of times I think we think that we need to have the right words to say when somebody is hurting, but oftentimes just being there and offering to hold somebody's hand, to sit with somebody, even if you don't say any words, that can be extremely comforting. And so we can extend this concept to social issues as well. How to be a light when there is darkness. Show up. Show up when people are organizing for protests. Show up to the State House whenever you can when there are hearings on bills that put people's lives at stake. Show up for folks who have been devastated by natural disasters. So if you have the opportunity to show up for people, that in itself can shine a powerful light through the darkness. The second thing is to actually use your words. I know I just said that you don't necessarily need words, but words are powerful. Words matter, despite what some people might say. And so if you can, show up for somebody, but then also offer unconditional love with your words, which is love without agenda, then you can really make a difference in somebody's life. If you see somebody that is being bullied on the street, you can show up by inserting yourself into that situation, and then use your words in a way that is life-giving and helps to stop whatever is going on. Now, both of those things can be very scary. It can be very scary to show up for somebody in those situations. It can be scary to speak up, but that is part of what Jesus calls us to do, is to not be passive, to not just let the evil forces of this world roll over everybody, but actually offer some active resistance, even though nonviolent resistance, but still resistance nonetheless. So if you can do those two things, which is to offer your presence and your words in a way that is life-giving and resistant to the darkness, then you will be shining a very bright light in this world. Obviously, there are a lot of other tangible things that you can do. You can meet the needs of people by donating time and resources and labor. There's a lot of those things that you can do to shine your light, but sometimes we don't know where to start. I would start by looking up organizations in your area that are doing the work that needs to be done for healing and reconciliation and peace and harmony in our world. But again, even if you can't do anything or say anything, just by being present, you're shining a light. So I want to close this video with a prayer, a blessing that I have really liked and have used in the past, and it's called a non-traditional blessing. Some people call it a Franciscan blessing. It's originally by Sister Ruth Marlene Fox, who is a Benedictine nun. It was written in 1985, but it goes a little something like this. May God bless you with discomfort at easy answers, half-truths, and superficial relationships, so that you may live deep within your heart. May God bless you with anger at injustice, oppression, and exploitation of people, so that you may work for justice, freedom, and peace. May God bless you with tears to shed for those who suffer from pain, injustice, starvation, and war, so that you may reach out your hands to comfort them and to turn their pain into joy. And finally, may God bless you with enough foolishness to believe that you can make a difference in this world so that you can do what others claim cannot be done. Peace be with you. I'll see you next time.